Kuullaanko me toisiamme?
Vissiin, mä kuulen ainakin sut.
Joo, kyllä tää kuuluu.
Puhukaa reippaasti, jos haluat
Joo.
toistenne kuulla. Muuten on tosi vaikea. Ja terve.
Milloin me ollaan livenä? Alright.
Aika kovalla on tää audio ainakin niinku kuulokkeessa, niin
Can we get the volume down just a little bit?
On yours? Yeah, you can adjust
Yo.
the volume here.
Oh,
for yourself.
okay. Yeah,
Just use that.
nice.
We can turn off your little so it doesn't look stupid that you have RGB on here.
Okay.
So we're just making sure we have the right configuration for our controllers. So, welcome guys. We're gonna be playing Cuphead co-op for you today. We're gonna be doing the all bosses on regular category. But before we jump into the actual run, we want to showcase you just a little bit of the tech of this run, because the bosses are going to be very, very hectic. So we kind of want to explain a few things here before we start.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah,
So-
my name is Xunningx,
And
and he's
I'm Kaleva.
yeah.
And yeah,
So you want to explain how we do the weapon thingies?
yeah. So first of all, we have two weapons for this run that are subjectively the best ones. First one is this spread weapon that shoots these red projectiles, and it's the highest like normal DPS weapon of the game. Then we have the lobber. That is kind of weird. It shoots these projectiles that do a little arc and then bounce off the ground. But what is the like truly special thing about this weapon is the EX, and it works in kind of weird way. When you shoot it in front of a boss, it can deal double or triple damage. So yeah, like that's subjectively the best EX.
So let's imagine Mugman is the boss here. We're shooting these EXs downwards most of the time so that it does double damage, and at some points it can do even triple damage. So that's something we want you to keep in mind when you watch this run. So we're going to be doing a lot of things and explain things as we go, but those are the main things we wanted to clear out before we start. So should we start?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
And we will be doing this run as world record holders, actually. We got it yesterday, so torilla tavataan, I guess.
Yeah, poggers.
And yeah, we don't have the weapons in start of the game, so...
Now you're the wrong player now.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's switch it real quick.
Okay. So which one do I delete? This one?
Yeah. Start the time then.
Okay, let's go in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. So yeah, the lore of this game is kind of a weird. Mugman and Cuphead basically just lost a bet against Devil, and they will lose their souls if they don't fetch the souls of all the other people or creatures that owe their souls to the Devil. So we will go on this little journey here for next 40-ish minutes. And yeah, we get 3 coins from this NPC and the rest 5 from this run and gun level.
So as you can see, we're doing a little jump in between each dash, and that is there's a reason because we do that, so that that enables us to dash a bit faster than we normally would, because it resets the dash cooldown. So we can actually save like 2 or 3 seconds doing that technique. Oh, I took a hit. You can get under this platform if you do a frame perfect skip there, but unfortunately we failed that. It's a very specific trick you need to do in order to get that. And there is the first level.
All right.
And now we're gonna head to the shop and hopefully perform a shop glitch that will save us around 4 seconds in the run. Basically, we do that by pressing the confirm button and the cancel button at the same time, so that we can exit the map, exit the shop while we are buying the items at the same time. So let's hope we can do that. It's kind of precise. We got it.
There we go. And we are off to the first boss then. This boss is actually kind of weird. We will perform some sort of death strats here, because how the damage work on this game is in co-op is that if there's 2 players on screen, both players deal half the damage that one player would normally do. So you can see what we do here in a bit. So I shoot the EX and kill myself, and then my EX deals like full damage. And then, because we need both players on screen according to the rules of this category, I will revive myself, and then we will finish the fight with both players here.
Yeah, so if you paid close attention and was looking at my health bar, he actually stole 1 health from me. And also one thing you want to note is that we both ended up on 1 health in this level, so that we can skip the HP bonus in the score screen, and that saves about 0.8 to 1 second per screen. So throughout the run, that's going to be saving like 20 seconds. So we attempt to take at least 3 hits in each level. So when we take hits, it's usually calculated. And on this boss, we can actually perform a really cool super skip, which means that we over-damage the boss in the first phase so that we don't get the second phase at all. Hopefully we can do it. So we need to do a very precise amount of damage here. I'm gonna shoot 1 more EX just to be safe. And we got it.
So there's 3 phases of this boss. In first phase they are on the same side. On the second phase they are supposed to be 1 frog on like each side of the screen, but we can skip that phase effectively. And if we're lucky enough or good enough, we can also skip this phase by, or one cycling this phase rather. And there we go. And there we heavily abuse the power of that purple weapon.
Yeah.
And the EX of that weapon. So we can kill that slot machine in 1 phase only.
And 51 is a pretty good time in 2-player mode. You can get, like, with the perfect RNG and execution, you can get a 48, 49 maybe. But 51 is really good with the RNG that we got. And next we have Goopy. This is a pretty simple boss. There's not much going on here. He just jumps around and we're trying to maximize our DPS by staying pretty close to him while shooting the spread gun. And when he jumps far from us, we're going to switch to the lobber there. And now we have done all the damage boosting required for this level and hopefully not take any more hits.
There we go.
And that was pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty much always if there's some ground where we can shoot the lobber EX, we will try to abuse the double damage.
Yeah.
So that's what you will see a lot in this run. Next we have the first aeroplane boss.
Yeah, and we have some pretty cool damage boosting techniques in that one as well, so if you want to go through that, that would be really nice. When it happens, you can...
Yeah.
We don't need these instructions. We've played this for a while.
So yeah, here we can see a really cool damage boost, but we actually kind of choked. So if you time your missile EX right there, you can hit the boss like 8 to 11 times or something like that. But yeah, you have to time it right. I didn't, so that's a little bit of a time loss. And second time maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's a really big deal to get those good EX boosts there. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This is weird.
That was a bit scary.
Off to the final phase. We can't actually deal damage here. We will just have to wait and maybe gather some EX cards to finish this final phase faster.
And now I'll be baiting the beams of these UFOs, because it's pretty dangerous to try to go go through them together in a co-op when we're only having 1 HP. And there we go.
That's actually pretty fast. At least the final pace.
Yeah, let's see if we got a 1:12.
All right.
That's kind of an inside joke in the Cuphead community, the 1:12 Hilda.
It's actually relatively easy to get in co-op.
Yeah, it's a very common time there. And next up we have everyone's favorite boss from Aisle 1, Cagney Carnation. Look at his dance moves. He's amazing. Yeah, look at those moves. So we already got the perfect RNG for this fight. You don't want to see him do any of those seed attacks, which are going to cost you time, because you have to do some dodge maneuvers, and then you have to kill some of those things that come out of them. So we pretty much got the best RNG you can get. So we're looking at maybe a 39-second fight here.
Hopefully, yeah.
If you get a sub 40-second fight in co-op, it's really good. And there we have it.
There we go.
Perfect. And that was the final boss of Island 1 here. And now we're proceeding to the Island 2 to fight the one of those bosses that has mini bosses in them.
Yeah, and it's actually like, well, really, you have to be really lucky to get an actually good time there, because some of the mini bosses are slower than the other ones.
Yeah. So there's a pool of 5 mini bosses, and we're fighting 3. That is based on RNG, and and then we're gonna defeat the boss itself. So hopefully all goes well. We have some pretty cool tech in this fight as well. After each mini boss, we're gonna move up close to the castle there and do a what we call a lobber trap, and then hopefully do a lot of damage by abusing the EXs. So this is what we're gonna do. That was pretty good.
All right.
Okay. Now we gotta be very careful, because she's gonna throw her head at us, and that actually hurts. Woo! That was a scary moment.
Yeah, dying there right at the end of the fight doesn't matter.
Yeah, according to the rules, if the ghost of the other player is still visible on the screen when the knockout happens, it still counts as a victory. So
Yes.
we don't need to reset the fight because that happened.
Yeah, the plane fights continue now, but we will be grabbing this another weapon for our plane that actually helps quite a bit in this run. So we will be doing frame perfect swaps, or at least attempting them from now on, so we can shoot the plane EXs and the weapon at the same time. It's actually like the most notorious tech in this run.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the other parry, hopefully, so that we get 2 nukes here. There we go. Yeah, so basically, what you're gonna see in the next phase of this fight, we are going to do those, we call them Luigi swaps, that we, on a frame perfect input, we... Oh, I messed it up. Hope I don't die.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to do, but like...
Yeah, this is why we explained the tech before the run, because it's really hard to focus on the actual run sometimes when things are happening so fast. I will explain it in the next plane fight, hopefully better.
Man.
Help me.
We're fine. Everything was under control there.
Yeah, I decided to go for an intentional death so that he can revive me, and then we get some iframes, and
Yes.
he dies, and I can revive him. But luckily we didn't need to do that.
It's funny that I explained the Luigi swap, but I don't think I hit any in that fight. Usually they they are somewhat easy to do, but sometimes when you have a bad day, you just, at
Yeah.
least I can't do them.
So once more, if you shoot those Briny X's normally, you will stop shooting your normal bullets normally. But
Yeah.
if you can do the frame perfect input that we call the Luigi swap, we can keep shooting our machine guns while the missile comes out, and that's pretty cool.
We actually saw a bunch of them over there,
Yeah.
fortunately enough.
Overall, this fight is pretty basic. We're just trying to maximize our DPS by doing bomb resets when the boss's hitbox is not on the screen. And now hopefully we can get a bunch of these Luigi swaps. There we go. I'm gonna take a hit here so that we get the health bonus thing. Uh-oh, there we go. And
This
next,
like a, yeah. Yeah, just
next
go
up
ahead.
we're going to attempt the hardest trick in this run, which we call the Bepi glitch. So you're going to see that we do a very precise setup in the first phase of the fight, and we were trying to over-damage the first phase into the third phase before the first phase is over, and that glitches the boss in a very ridiculous way. And if we can't do it on our first try, we're gonna retry a couple of times and hopefully get it, because that's something really cool we want to showcase here. Okay, that's enough damage, I think. And now we abuse the EX glitches
Yeah,
here.
that's a really short pattern. Oh,
we
we
got
got
it.
it.
We
There
got
go.
it. So he gets stuck in his second phase death animation, and the hitbox remains on the screen, actually. Oh no!
That's actually pretty unlucky.
Aw.
So that means we have to retry the fight. I couldn't revive in time. There we saw the glitch at least.
Yeah, it's pretty hard trick.
Yeah, the glitch itself is kind of ridiculous to do, but even the surviving here is also pretty hard.
Yeah, I agree. Especially on two-player mode, when there's so many things on the screen that can distract you, it's kind of ridiculous sometimes.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay,
That
we
was
made it.
surprisingly good. We got it 2 times in a row and even finished the second fight.
Yeah. That's better than what the average run usually is. So we're pretty happy about that
Yeah.
one. We only lost maybe 20 seconds there, which is relatively little.
Yeah, like in one player mode, that trick is... Well, it's easier than in co-op. In co-op, it's even more ridiculous.
Yeah, it has to be one of the hardest tricks in the run. Probably the hardest. Okay, moving on to the dragon here. Do we have anything special to say about this guy?
Well, he's really notorious, like, for casual players at least. I think this was like the one boss that I was stuck on for most of my run or something.
Oof. Okay, I gotta play it safe now.
One thing that we can mention about this boss is that double damage lobbers won't help you here. There's no like platforms that the lobbers can hit.
Yeah, so we're just trying to use the lobbers for more airtime to dodge some stuff that's coming very soon on the screen. So this is really scary, because those projectiles that he's shooting at us actually split into 4 different, 4 smaller projectiles if we hit them, and it sometimes can be very tricky to dodge them. But we got a pretty good time anyway. I think our goal split is 58
Yeah.
in co-op, so that was pretty close to it.
Yeah, those. I mean, in those 2 final paces, they're kind of ridiculous because you can't really ever expect anything to go right in them because the flames that jump around and the dragons shoot, they are completely random.
Yeah. Next up is probably one of our biggest run killers, the bee. I don't even know why this boss can be so hard. Maybe it's the platforms and the RNG involved in the second phase. But whatever the reason, this can be very tricky. And here we're actually trying to defeat this policeman before he goes off the screen.
That was actually lucky.
That was really good. We saved a bunch of time there because we got him before he turned around. I'm gonna parry this.
Oh man.
Middle. Aww. You want to see the middle middle RNG?
Oh man, I'm dead.
It's fine, I gotcha.
Thank you. There we go.
Yes. So
Yeah,
that is
like-
what we call the quick kill because we didn't actually see the last phase of the fights.
Yeah, normally she would take off on her plane there and appear at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
But-
that can be really
yeah.
tough to deal with the weapons that we're using. So we want to either skip the phase completely or make it really, really short.
I guess the next boss is also like one boss that casual players hate. There's like a really weird bullet hell section at the end of this fight.
Yeah. But
Can
we
be
sta-
kind of frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, so in this first phase, he has 3 different hitboxes, and we're trying to destroy each part first, and then in the middle, the heart appears, and then we have to destroy that too, and then something pretty cool is gonna happen. Ooh, I'm taking too many hits. That's a lot of Luigi swaps, by the way.
Yeah, you love to see them.
There we go. Woof.
Yeah, like about the versions of this game, you might wonder why are we even fighting that last phase, but we're playing like the semi-patched version of this game. In the first version, you had the weapon swap glitch, and you could also kill the robot in the first phase, but it's patched in this middle patch of the game.
Yeah, so we actually need to do the fight completely
Yes.
instead of just 15 seconds. So Sally is pretty basic. We just dodge a bunch of stuff. She kind of goes through her life story in this theater theme. So now she gets married, and in the next scene we're gonna see that she is actually a mother now. And her kids are very mean to us. Like, why would kids ever be that mean? And now we can only guess what's happened. There we go. I feel like that was a pretty good fight.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. Let's see.
Sub 1 minute?
Yeah.
And next up is probably the easiest boss of Isle 3, at least for a casual playthrough.
Yeah, I guess if you really wanna go off in this boss, it can be kinda hard, I guess.
Ironically, one of our world record pace runs died to this boss.
Yeah.
That was kind of embarrassing. And there we actually shot the EX upwards so that when he lands down, we get the double damage from the lobber. It's a pretty cool piece of tech that I think, was it Justin who discovered that? I think it was a speedrunner called Justin who discovered that neat little trick.
Yeah.
200 IQ plays. You want to go through the next one?
Yeah. Next boss is Pirate Captain Baird, Captain Baird, and I guess he is also like really RNG heavy boss, as well as Baroness van Bonbon. He will summon like bunch of different animals and creatures of the sea to bully us, and yeah, let's just see what kind of a pattern we will get.
Yeah, optimally we would be getting the last phase transition in 3 cycles, but that's pretty hard to do in a co-op setting because these parries are not nearly as worthy as in single player mode.
Yeah, so you deal half the damage than you normally would.
So if we get very short patterns, it can be very tough to perform the 3 cycle, but it looks like we're getting pretty good RNG here, so unless we die, we should be getting it on 3 cycles.
Maybe. Oh. And here's the sea dogs.
I'm gonna play safe now.
Yeah, me too. Oh man. I thought he died. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man. I'm playing terrible now.
Okay, there we go. That was kind of sketchy.
Yeah, if we played better, we might have not even been able to see that last, what is it called? Beam attack that the ship does.
Yeah,
But,
we should be
yeah.
getting him before that happens. Okay, next up is my personal favorite boss, and you're gonna love her. You're gonna see why I love her. Everybody likes Calamaria. She's just so cool. Yoo-hoo! There's a lot of RNG in this fight as well, because she can do a bunch of different attacks, and hopefully we see a lot of those attacks where she doesn't go underwater like that. So the first cycle we got was really good for us, and this second one is, well, I guess it's okay. We should be pushing her to the second phase very soon, so we got really good RNG here, because she dove under only once. We're gonna take a damage boost here to avoid getting hit by the beam attack there.
Yeah, normally she would petrify you there.
That was a really good fight.
That was alright. I missed a bunch of Luigi swaps again. Like, that's one heavy part about getting good times in each boss or playing boss.
So now we have the final boss of this aisle 3, and then it's only the final 2 bosses left, which are the kind of finale bosses.
Yeah, this is like a really technical boss fight, especially in co-op. It can get really chaotic real quick if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
But
This has
nothing
to-
will go wrong here. Right?
This is absolutely the hardest boss in the run. While it doesn't have any that kind of precise tricks as the clown fight, for example, but just in general, this is very tricky to execute perfectly. Because the platform here moves, we have to do parries, and the other player has to adjust for the other player's parries because there's this short screen freeze and all that stuff. But so
Yeah,
far,
like-
this is going really well.
It really helps if you have like specific rules for each player. Like one player parries the cart and
Yeah.
one player just hangs around and does his best.
Oops.
I can take this.
Actually, I need to take one more hit here. So that we get the HP skip in the end.
Oh man.
It's kind of scary to do the last phase on 1 HP here. Because, oh, I couldn't even see the flame.
That was close.
Yeah, that was really close. But we still got it,
Yeah.
somehow.
120.
Do you
Yeah.
want to explain how King Dice works? Did
Yeah,
you
but-
have something else in mind?
Not really. We got all the soul contracts now from like every boss that we need the soul contract from. So King Dice, he's like the right hand of the devil, I guess.
Yeah.
He wants to see us first before we head to the final boss, that is the devil.
Oh, we have 3 extra hearts. You want to go for
Yeah.
the YOLO route?
Oh man.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's just do it, I
Let's
guess.
do it.
We have time.
So there's 2 different routes runners take here. The other is going for 3, 4, and 8, which is a bit slower but a lot safer. And the other one is the kind of the YOLO route, which is 3, 5, and 7, which can save like maybe 10 seconds at best, but it's very, very, very dangerous compared to the other route. But since we have so many extra hearts, we're gonna attempt the YOLO route. So wish us luck. It's very hard. So we're trying to roll triple 3s here with the die to choose our mini bosses before we have to face King Dice himself. And 5 is this rabbit that, well, he does weird things. We're gonna attempt to jump in between those skulls that he spawns. It's a pretty tight gap you have to squeeze through. Somehow we made it though.
You parry?
Sure.
That was really fortunate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done.
You too. And last we're going to face the roulette girl. And she's also Russian, so Russian roulette. Good puns. MDHR. We even got the good RNG, man. We want a damage boost here just a little bit. Maybe a bunch, actually. Well, we're down to 1 health, so we're gonna do a safe backup strat for the last phase. So
Yeah.
Kaleva is actually going to die in the last phase intentionally, because the screen freeze from the parries can really mess up with the other players' parries and stuff like that. So we're gonna take some safety measures here.
Oh.
There we go. That was really nerve-wracking.
Well, yeah, being 1 HP on that last pace isn't really fun.
But somehow we pulled it through. I think we saved like 5 seconds over our world record attempt. So that's a really big skip.
Maybe.
But now it's time for the final boss of this run. And now we really hope he does the dragon head attack instead of the spider head attack. Because the spider head attack makes it so that his hitbox goes off screen for a very long time. And we're gonna lose a lot of damage due to that. But luckily he did the good RNG here. We can even get some quadruple damage lovers specials there.
Wow.
Okay, we should be to the second phase now. And now in this phase transition we are doing a pause buffer to free ourselves from an animation so that we can start shooting faster than we normally would be able to. It saves about 1 or 2 seconds, and we made it. Sometimes it doesn't work. It has to be a very precise timing for it to work.
Oh no.
Come on, you big bully.
Oh, I'm being bullied, yeah. Right, this looks pretty good.
And we made it. Time.
Good job, dude.
Good job. So
that was
is,
actually a really good run. Yeah.
Yeah, that turned out to be a really, really good run, actually. So I'm debating, is that the new world record? If it wasn't for that one failed attempt at Bepi, that would definitely be the world record.
I would say so.
So now it's really close.
But yeah, if you got like curious about running this game, we have a Discord, and well, hopefully you can find it easily. It's like Cuphead speedrunning or something like that. And head over there. There's a bunch of helpful people over there. And also the co-op runs of this game, you
They're
don't
super
necessarily
fun.
have. Yeah, they are really fun, and you don't have to have like a mate that lives near you or
That's
anything
true.
like that. There's a program called Parsec, and you can play local co-op games if you use it. So if you have a partner somewhere that you can play with anywhere in the world, and if you have good enough internet connection, just give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going for like a career speedrunning, just do it for the fun. It's really worth it.
Yeah, that as well.
But yeah.
I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching the run, I guess.
Yeah. And hopefully we'll see you again at some day.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of the marathon.
Yeah, thank you.